Everybody, welcome to my channel Rereads. I'm Rhiannon and today I want to do monthly recommendations. This month's topic is historical fiction, and this is a Goodreads group created by Kayla Rain and Trina from Between Chapters, and I will link their YouTube booktube videos down below, as well as the Goodreads group if you want to join in. I love historical fiction. I don't read very much of it, but of the historical fiction that I have read to this point, I want to recommend, because that's why I wanted to be a booktuber, because I wanted to recommend books. There's no point reading books if you can't recommend them. Plus, most of my friends don't really want me to go on about books very much, and I don't want to bore people. But I don't want to bore people, but I recommend books to you today. So the first book I have is The Book Thief. This is set in World War II. If you haven't read it, I would thoroughly recommend it. I think everyone has read this book at some point in their life. I just love this. It's so unique. I like the narrator. I love the narrator, actually. The narrator of this book is a unique concept. It follows a girl called Liesel who goes and lives with foster parents in World War II. I think it's in World War II Austria, and she steals books that are banned and have to be burnt. So she goes around and steals books, hence The Book Thief. I just love this book and I really do recommend it. It is a great, fantastic read. The next book I have is The Boy in the Striped Pyjamas by John Boyne. Again, this is set in World War II. This is also set in a concentration camp as well. Follows a story about two boys, one of them whose father is who runs the concentration camp, and the other boy is in the concentration camp, but they strike up an unlikely friendship through the fence. This is a very dark book. I did enjoy it, but it was a very hard read, especially because of the subject matter of this, especially at the end. You will cry buckets. I have watched the film as well, but I can't make it to the end because it is a very sad ending. I am warning you now, you do need tissues, but I thoroughly do recommend this book. If you do read this book, like I did, it does stay with you forever, and you do learn a lot in this book, and some of it's not very nice, but it is told from the perspective of 9-year-olds, so it's a different take on your of World War II non-fiction books. Fiction books. Next book is also set in World War I, is War Horse by Malcolm McPurgo. I love this book. This book is amazing. The horse is amazing for going through all the things it has had to enjoy this book. It is one that has a very happy ending, I'll have to say, but the horse does go for a lot. I liken this book to Black Beauty. It's up there with the best. It follows the horse's perspective, which is quite good, and what the horse sees in World War One. And yes, I have watched the film, and the film is amazing. So after you've read this book, please do go watch the film. You won't be disappointed. It is a very good film, and this is a very good book. The next book I recommend if you want a break from all the World War fiction is Ruby the Smoke by Philip Pullman. I think this is set in Victorian times. It follows Sally Lockhart, and she kind of solves the mysteries and things like that. This was a BBC adaptation as well that did star Billie Piper, who aka plays Rose in Doctor Who, and Matt Smith, who played the Doctor, the 11th Doctor in Doctor Who. Small world, eh? But anyway, I do thoroughly enjoy this series. I think it's a 3-book series, but I am not sure. But this is the first book of the series. I really enjoyed it. I read it ages ago, and I thoroughly enjoy this book. I think it's time for a reread, but yes, I absolutely love it. And also it's by Philip Pullman, who wrote his Dark Materials. So if you like his Dark Materials, you'll definitely like this book series. The next book I would recommend, I don't have, but I did read it at school, was Friend or Foe, again by Malcolm McPurgo, set in World War II, follows two boys who find a soldier in Devon, and he's a German soldier, and they have no idea what to do, so it follows that adventure. The next novel I have not read, but I do recommend the author, is Alison Weir. I have the Six Tudor. This is her new series, the Six Tudor Queens. It will follow all of the queens that King Henry VIII married. The first one is Catherine of Aragon. It follows a story. It follows her story, which I think is really great because we don't really get very much perspectives of the queens apart from, you know, what happened to Anne Boleyn, what happened to you know, Edward's mother, but the lesser known, you know, the lesser known queens, like I love Catherine of Aragon and in ways and what she had to endure, but I'm looking forward to reading this book. But I also do recommend her other books as well. Don't you just like that picture? I will read this book because this picture is amazing. I quite like that. That's quite good, isn't it? Anyway, I do recommend her other books which I have read. I have read Innocent Traitor, which follows Lady Jane Grey, and that was really sad actually. I cried buckets. Follows Lady Jane Grey. Obviously, everyone knows about Lady Jane Grey. The Lady Elizabeth, which follows Elizabeth during Mary's reign and what happens to Elizabeth. The Captive Queen follows Eleanor of Aquitaine. And then I just got to read the other two, which is Dangerous Inheritance and The Marriage Game. And a quick thing about Alison Weir, she is a historian, so she has written non-fiction books as well. If you want to check out her fiction non-fiction, you can. But yeah, she is a really great author. I really do enjoy her books. I borrowed most of her books from the library, and I sat down and I devoured all of them. Not in one sitting, but I devoured them for over a week or two. I really do recommend her. She is amazing. The next historical fiction book is with a twist. It's kind of like, it is historical fiction, but it's set in modern day and a parallel Italy called Talia. And it is called the Travaganza series, and I love this series, and I have no idea why. I have no idea why it's not popular on BookTube. I do really recommend it. It's by Mary Hoffman. It's 6 books. Follows a boy called Lucian who goes to sleep with an object that they find in a shop in an antique store they find in modern day, and he sleeps with it and he finds out he's been transported to this like Renaissance parallel Italy called Talia, and it's got a lot of mischief, a lot of things happen. I won't like devour most of the plot, but I really want to reread it too, and my boyfriend's got most of the books, so I need to reread it. Yeah, so the first book is called A City of Masks, then you've got A City of Stars, City of Flowers, City of Ships, and City of Secrets, and City of Swords. I really do recommend the series. Please do pick it up. It is great. It's historical fiction with a twist. You'll love it. When I was reading it, I could like kind of smell, envision parallel Renaissance Italy. I loved all the characters. It's amazing. You get to meet different characters in each of the books as well, while still continuing on from the first character's story. You might need tissues. You will definitely need tissues. Oh, it's amazing. There is lots of swashbuckling adventure in that one also, and a lot of family quarrels and things like that, and it's great. Anyway, that was my historical fiction recommendations, and please do let me know if you will check any of those out, or any recommendations that you have for historical fiction. Please leave them down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.